Manapon, Kumusta everybody. This is Scott, expat in the Philippines this Saturday afternoon live. How are we all? Hope we are having a great Saturday. Just checking out my yes, yeah, see if I got the right one. Actually, I'll go to my phone because my lists aren't updated yet. I'd like to thank two people I met today. Uh, much appreciate, much appreciate coming on board, guys. Um, CJ, another CJ we met today with uh, with me and CJ when we were out walking. We come across and met another fellow Filipino and Filipino um, and his two friends, both Philippine, both Filipinos and Filipino. Um, up at our local IGA. And thanks for coming on board, CJ. Looking forward to uh, seeing your friend also subscribing, hopefully. Ana Aldivaro, DC, DM Reed, the Philippine experience. Welcome. Much appreciated in coming on board. Surfer Jen vlog, Gales love story. Maiza Super Avenger Payong Kabigan Nai Kiku Mick Mick Meow Meow Gala Galira Galgo No Jumpo Subu Anyang Vlogger Ron Fredo Vegas K AA Channel Arlene Inde Lins Waghorn, welcome aboard. That's my Ross channel. Jazz TV channel. Sunflower Acapella vlog. Eve's vlog and family. Marjorie, Pork, Bar, Pinoy, Guitar, Teo, Cuz, say again, Card, Guns TV, All Day, Pascu, My Yangs, Nick Formaro, Peaceful World, My Love, Koya Kim, Simplicity Kim, Black Wolf, Welcome Black Wolf, Lagaya Arbides, Ruth and Tom, Philippine Adventure, welcome aboard. Everybody's welcome in the house of Scott, expat in the Philippines. Knock on the door and say hello, guys. Mercury 3, up up to T, SMA TV. Happy Pappy, welcome. Old John, welcome. Obion Angel P, welcome. Master, welcome. Jovan Marquis, Big shout out to you guys. Aliens Adventure. Big shout out. Jasmine Channel. Big shout out. Dave's Poems and Songs. Big shout out. Cast TV. Big shout out. Ask Vlog. Big shout out. ARCE Vlog. Is that what I said? Craft Style and Cooking. Welcome aboard. James Lonigan. Big hi, mate. Big two thumbs up. Lady Anne, knock on the door, say hello. Give it a thumbs up, guys. Alma B, knock on the door, welcome. And big shout out to you. Nelly Greer, Jackie Colera, Carolina Hillbilly, 1961. Big knock on the door and say hello. Catch up with your live stream soon, buddy. Just been a little bit hectic at the moment. I've been snowed under with work around the house. Let the game begin. Big knock on the door. Say hello. Maylene Raker. Big knock on the door and say hello. Anna and Steve Vlogs. Welcome. Big knock on the door and say hello. DL. Big knock on the door and say hello. And Memories. Knock on the door and say hello. Rod Dice Studio. Big knock on the door and say hello. These are my subscribers, and I'm subscribed to them. Wishing you all blessings for a Saturday afternoon, and hope you're all having a great day back home in the Philippines, or in America, or in England, wherever you are residing. OFWs, well done. Keep up the good work. Your families are so proud of you guys. OFW, Targa Bahal. Margot, big knock on the door and say hello. Some Norway vlog, big knock on the door, say hello. Hazel, you, big knock on the door and say hello. Fine trust, big knock on the door and say hello. And big shout out to you guys. That's all on board. Big shout out, Road TV, big shout out. FN, Fat Barcard, big shout out, knock on the door and say hello, guys. Glory to God. Big knock on the door and say hello. Welcome to all my subscribers. Annalene Smith. Joseph Vlog. Big knock on the door and say hello. Kick Smart. Tisamar Nintio. Big knock on the door and say hello. Philippine Teachers Province Life and Adventures. Big knock on the door and say hello. Michael Hales. And Doug Pitcock. Big knock on the door and say hello. Tiger, I love your new face page of the tiger. Very good. Very nice. Lovely. Me personally, I love tigers because they are a beautiful animal and lovely beast. And also, I follow the football team that's the mascot. So, Tiger, big hello. Thank you. Welcome aboard. Tom and Roost, Philippine Adventures. Big knock on the door and say hello. Super videos. Big knock on the door and say hello. Bella Bell. Algendero di Algendera May. Big knock on the door. Say hello. Pirate Cove, Philippines. Big knock on the door and say hello. Raymond Smith. Big knock on the door and say hello. MA Dragon Dreams SND. Big knock on the door and say hello. Paul and James. Big knock on the door and say hello. Sean Williams. Big knock on the door and say hello. Jan Jabado. Big knock on the door and say hello. Welcome, Serge. Big knock on the door and say hello, buddy. Big shout out to you, Sir J. Sweet JM, big shout out. Art Gasper, big shout out. Just Miss Adventures, big shout out and say hello. Kevin Nash's Kitchen, big shout out and say hello. Welcome, buddy. And Easy Channel, big shout out and say hello. Jenny and Steve, David and Mercy Ripple. Actually, that was supposed to be Jenny and Steve. Full stop. Knock on the door and say hello. Big shout out to Jenny and Steve. David and Mercy Wimple, big shout out. 2 thumbs up. Also, Mike, big shout out. 2 thumbs up. Ricardo family, big shout out. Andre Gogo, big shout out. Wildcat 72 cardboard, big shout out. Knock on the door and say hello, guys. Nargis TV, welcome, big shout out. Knock on the door and say hello. Sheila May, Vinches, big shout out. Knock on the door and say hello. Ate Manang in Japan, big knock on the door and say hello to Ate Manang in Japan. Happy blessings, darling. Edward Smart, big knock on the door and say hello. Cebu Boss Man, knock on the door and say hello. Ed Lippert, welcome aboard. Knock on the door, say hello to Ed. Rebex, QB, big knock on the door and say hello. Wyler Marketing, big knock on the door and say hello. Big shout out to those two. Hengan, the book, big shout out and say hello. Robinson Young in Norio, big shout out, knock on the door. GM channel, play and fun, big knock on the door and say hello. Eliza Barry, Jeanette Lebon, Leban, vlogs, big shout out, say hello. Gene Abs, big knock on the door and say hello, big shout out too, guys. And Jim Phil Malora, big knock on the door and say hello. Shanley Beroya Vlogs, big knock on the door and say hello. Raylene Rule, big knock on the door and say hello. Luca, big knock on the door and say hello. JP, big shout out and knock on the door and say hello. Milo in the Desert Road of Palm Springs, big knock on the door and say hello, guys. Salto TV, big knock on the door and say hello. Brittany's Kitchen, big knock on the door and say hello. Yay Cave, big knock on the door and say hello. John Maloney, big knock on the door and say hello. Wallace Lowe, there you go, mate. Big knock on the door and say hello, guys. Mike Harrison, big knock on the door and say hello. Married married a foreigner in the Philippines. Mercy, big knock on the door and say hello. Guys, we need to embrace, we need to support each other. That's the way it goes in my live stream, and that's the way we are. We support each other and help each other out. John Blog TV, JJ TV, big knock on the door and shout out. Houston TV, the Amos family, big knock on the door and say hello. These are our progress. I pray, big knock on the door and say hello. Manila, London, big knock on the door and say hello. Harry's on board, big knock on the door and say hello. Big shout out to those guys. Urban, gosh, no. Edits, big knock on the door and say hello. Urban Gardening, Rosalie Gallardo, big knock on the door and say hello. More coffee, orange juice this time. Philippine expat in Ecuador, big knock on the door and say hello. Check out the Rileys. Big knock on the door and say hello, guys. To check out the Rileys. Bill and Mercy. Great channel. Keeps on going strong. Well done, guys. And happy birthday to your young son, too. Best wishes from me, Arlene, and baby CJ. Sophie Jane channel, big knock on the door and say hello. By Say Young Filipina, big knock on the door and say hello. Queen Serena, big vlog, big knock on the door and say hello. My Hale channel, big knock on the door and say hello. Frangus TV, big knock on the door and say hello. OFW in Dubai, Jolie G, big knock on the door and say hello. DJ Debbie Mix TV, big knock on the door and say hello. It's Saturday afternoon around about 15 past 3 in the afternoon. Welcome aboard those that are on. Much appreciate coming in. Thank you very much. Jovi D Pars, big knock on the door and say hello. Joy in July, knock on the door and say hello. Big shout out, guys. WVG EDM, big knock on the door and say hello. Ninja Jamez channel, big knock on the door and say hello. Big knock on the door and say hello to Jack Neal, 85. Big knock on the door, MG Vlog. Stella channel, big knock on the door and say hello. Just mixed vlogs, knock on the door and say hello. Sorry, daily vlog, knock on the door and say hello. Keep up the good work, guys. Maria Hints, big knock on the door and say hello. Stephanie Harrington, Romance and Gothic Writings, big knock on the door and say hello, guys. DB Media, big knock on the door and say hello. RI JJX channel, big knock on the door and say hello. Knowles and big knock on the door and say hello. Dell 88, sorry, big knock on the door and say hello. Jimmy V Simmons, knock on the door and say hello. Tess Darko Garney, big knock on the door and say hello. These are in Elias TV, big knock on the door and say hello. I am Chief Enter, big knock on the door and say hello. Kitty Cat, big knock on the door and say hello. Big shout out to Robbie P2 Vlogs, big knock on the door and say hello. Gabino Vlog, big knock on the door and say hello. Chino Gruvelia, big knock on the door and say hello. By Norman, big knock on the door and say hello. Taz and Healthy Channel, big knock on the door and say hello. Crystal Lynn, big knock on the door and say hello. Hello to Brett Glasgow, big shout out to him. Big shout out to BK, knock on the door and say hello. Filipino Life, big knock on the door and say hello. Michael and Daniel, two Scouse kids in the Philippines, big knock on the door and say hello. John Stokes, big knock on the door and say hello. Travestino 23 Adventures, big knock on the door and say hello. Rena Hall, big knock on the door and say hello. Great channel, doing well. Keep up the good work, darling. Eugene Chidano V, knock on the door, say hello. Mary Lou Akira, knock on the door and say hello. CJ's asleep at the moment. He's had a big day today. Big morning so far. DJ Ned, Spicy's Chura, big knock on the door. Shaylasis Dolas, big knock on the door. John Boombeam, big knock on the door and say hello. Phoenix TV, big knock on the door and say hello. just start in USA. Big shout out. Big shout out. Big knock on the door and say hello. Linda Goddard, big shout out. Gerald, big shout out. Jen Rex, vlog, big shout out. Darcy's fan TV, big shout out. Ruby and Riley, big shout out. Man Wonders, big shout out. Wayne's Adventures, big shout out. Sonaka Channel, big shout out. RCTV, big shout out. Shay Avaga, big shout out. Music Lover Vlog, big shout out. Elizabeth Hene, big shout out. Dave Bach, ADZ TV, big shout out. Ronaldine Silverman, big shout out, darling. And knock on the door and say hello. And hello to Steve and Baby Jack. Big shout out to you both, guys. 2 thumbs up. Erwin Mariano, big shout out. Julie Collins, big shout out. K Info Tube, big shout out. Eric YT channel, big shout out. Chintita Hapanisa, big shout out. Inday Trucker in the USA, big shout out to you guys. Wherever you may be, all our blessings from me and Arlene and baby CJ. Hope you're having a good time. And don't work too hard, guys. Chris S, big shout out and say hello. Future Media Vietnam, big shout out. And Lally May, big shout out. Big shout out to this fella. Jay's Journey and his lovely girl. Big shout out to both of them. Big shout out to Ara and Jessica, Jenny, my four angels, Jonas Roy, Senor Ayok, Ryder, Micro, Liv Sisters, and Black Sand Vashi. Big shout out to you guys. Knock on the door and say hello. Give the support. Give the love. 2 thumbs up. Max and Wombo, big shout out. Ari Kids Show. Ashley's Best Kids Show. Big shout out. Knock on the door and say hello. Keep up the good videos, Ashley, and to your brothers as well. They're doing great. 231 subscribers. You're catching up to me. You're doing really good. Keep going, darling. Keep doing the videos, and you're doing really great. They're exciting and fun to watch. Supporting the kids all the time, guys. That's what it's all about. Share the love, even with our younger generation in doing YouTube. It's great to see. We need them to come up the chain because we're getting older, and maybe the new generation will change a few things and bring new life into YouTube, which is great. Which is, what we need is young kids coming up and giving a bit of a spark and jump kick everybody. And that's good. That's good. It's good for TV. It's good for YouTube, and it's good for us old fellas and guys and girls. We need that bit of a boost every now and then to wake us up and say, "Wait, you're not being lazy. You're just relaxing a little bit too much because the young ones are coming up behind us." Keep going, Ashley. And to your brothers, Ari Kids Show, well done. Maxim Womble, big shout out. Rainy Zion, big shout out. Lucas Vlogs, big shout out. Mom Menduto, big shout out. Irene Brown's Vlogs, big shout out. Yeah, Zirius, big shout out. Euro TV, big shout out. Ngapa Diorts, big shout out. And best wishes on your, um, also regards and best wishes for all your subscribers. Doing something good, doing something well, and that's what we like to say. Keep it up. Two thumbs up, guys. It's the way it's got to go. Got to push, push harder, and you reap the rewards in the long run. Bios, YouTube, big shout out. Sandbar, big Frank, big shout out. Kim's Paper Country, big shout out. Nan's Lumber, big shout out. This guy is in England at the moment, loving his videos. Keep up the good work, Mick. And Gene Flanagan's life in the US, in the Philippines. So, Mick and Gene's life. Mick and Gene, we'll get it right. Mick and Gene Flanagan's life in the Philippines. Keep up the great work, mate. Doing good. Love the videos coming out of England. Very interesting. Thank you. Ruthie and Arthur's Adventures. Big shout out. Go Morad, big shout out. Hanoi AZ, big shout out. Jenny Renner, big shout out. Ayot, Aku Resist, yeah, big shout out. Hello, Philo in the Philippines, big shout out, mate, to you. Welcome aboard again. Happy Saturday. Hope all is good there. What are you up to today? I tell you what, Brian's vlog, still in the Philippines. Two thumbs up, mate. Well done. It's great. Enjoying it. I hope he looks like he's enjoying himself. He's comfortable. He's relaxed, and that's what he needs. You know, we all need to get away and have fun. Ooh, wow! What are you doing? What's going on at the hacienda, Philo? Are you redoing a few things there, Philo? Icon Squad TV. Hello, my friend. How are you? ¿Cómo está? And mine hop on. We're trying to keep the rats out, touching holes in the roof. And oh, okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, it's pretty hard to keep the rats out of homes. You need to bait, but baiting is not really good for Maddie when she's around, running around, mate. Those dogs tend to sniff that stuff out, so you've got to sort of watch what you put down for little puppy dogs, and we don't want to see that happen. And good morning. I'm up on to you to Island Squad TV. Right into a reality of living here in the Philippines. Know it well, mate. Know it well, Philo. Seen a fair few of them. Doesn't help when you have some garbage lying in open paddocks up the road, like where we are. I've got our subdivision, and next door they use it like a bit of a tip there, and they fill in the dirt, fill over the top with dirt, so you see them scampering about. The dogs are chasing them, the cats are chasing them. It's not good, but we must try and eradicate them some way without our pets getting bitten. Yeah, you're right there, Philo. I totally agree with you on that one too, mate. in the provinces, they sort of abundant in some ways. In some places, you have areas that are littered with rubbish, and it sort of gets compacted with dirt over the top to sort of they use it like a filler. You know what I mean? If you've got land like that, they tend to fill it up with rubbish and then come across with dirt over the top and rocks. So it's probably not as easy as it looks. And then they build houses over the top of it later on when they get it to a certain level. So you sort of got to wonder what happens. But I suppose you take the good with the bad. You know, paradise is when you have so many people living in one small pocket of a community or a province, it gets a bit that way. But it's great to see that things are getting some things done on the house, which is good. And I've seen my fair few about this big, and that's even without the tail at the end. Yeah, they can. I bet you they can lay a nasty bite of a night time if you're sleeping. Shiver the thought of that happening, but it's not easy to lay baits by because of the dot because of Maddie, and you don't want her getting sniffing into that sort of stuff because they don't, you know, that's all you need is vet bills on top of that. So I totally agree with you. Oh boy, my little boy looks like he's waking up. I saw it probably doesn't help with that water running down the creek or river running down alongside you either. It would be a bit of a nuisance there because rats love water. They love the drain pipes and hide in there. You can't put baits up in the roof. You've probably done done that with poison. Yeah, it's just hard when you need to put uh, the baits ground level where you walk inside the house. I should work. I should work. Okay. You turn them on when you go to bed? Because you don't get that. I'm being funny there, sorry. It's it's a bugger. It really is. I caught I caught two mice. I think the only um, thing that works on those animals are rat traps. You know, the old cheese and push the blade up, and if they get on it, snap. But even then, it's okay to put them up there in the roof, but it's not okay if you have them down ground level where Maddie is. Lo and behold, we don't want that to happen. I when I lift up the dog food, I've got the dog food in the bin out in the garage in the rubbish bin because they eat into the plastic of the dog food, but they have to try and get up into the bin to get it and then to get out, it's like that steep, and they still seem to be able to over. It amazes me, Father. It really does. How is the lovely wife and the kids? Hi, Long Squad TV. How are you, mate? What have you been up to today? I'm doing well. I'm doing some laundry here right now. Big hello to Melanie from me, CJ, and Arlen. CJ's he's in his bedroom, in his own bed for a change. Daddy ended up getting out of this bed here and going into his bed last night. And I let Arlene and CJ have the bed. Hello, mate, Michael Hales. ¿Cómo está? CJ's in there. Got peanuts. I don't need CJ eating them. I don't know where to put them. How are you, Michael Hales? I hate that when you. Hang on, now I've got to go all the way back down to turn on. And as I said, I watched Billy's video this morning, Philo. 2 thumbs up. Lovely place where they're at. Beautiful resort. Um, just nice. I hope he's getting himself enjoying time away. Sometimes we need to do that. Sometimes we need to clear the old head and get away from it. Yeah, it's a beautiful area up there too. Very nice. Even the beaches are lovely. Oh, okay. It's so nice up there, and the resort he's staying at. Apparently, the guy's Australian. Um, I don't even know. I didn't know his name. So he seems to have a nice looking resort up there, and very comfy, and go around and have a look. And some of the places he's been through is very nice. Very nice. I watched the last couple of videos the other day, fella, and I envy him. I really do envy him. It's great to see. Hey, you're not wrong, fella. It is a lovely area. Even the coast around there, it's just so tranquil. And like he was saying on I caught his video today, and he was saying how everything shuts down at 7 o'clock. And I thought, that's what you want. You don't want you're going away to enjoy and have relaxation and spending time with the missus and just having a great time and looking around at some of the sites. I like the place where he was, where the river flowed past the village. It was very beautiful. The water was flowing that fast. I thought, wow, this is good, It's a magical place up there, really. Take my hat off to you guys. It's when we go back home next year for Christmas, it's going to be great. We'll catch up with a few of the family and then probably do another trip over to Moses Island and then up to our property up at Sogot. So we're actually in the process of buying more land within the area that we bought. And as I said, through Arlene's cousin, so I only want 3,000 pesos, 3,000 Australian dollars, sorry. Um, and I'm getting money and stuff around about 3,000 Australian dollars for the land, which is, we only paid 5 for the first lot. So that's not bad. Yeah, we'll have to try and get up around that way too ourselves and have a look up there. Looks very interesting, but when we had home, we ended up being close to Cebu because we've got the water tunnel. But we'll probably end up going up around Sogod and then we'll have a look at our land up there and we'll probably head over to Comody's when we're there. Probably have a look. We're gonna wait 3 or 4 days, probably a week before we head up to Comody's this time. Unlike last time we went over there and Arlene had headache and I had the other sickness with a D and it wasn't good, but it wasn't bad either. It just sort of stopped us in our tracks from what we wanted to do. So next time we'll get and have a look. I suppose you wouldn't have been over to Cebu to see go down to have some other Mary down there. Have a look down there. Sim, sim, Simla down there. Like the amount of work that's going on down there is unbelievable. It's great. But I suppose the western side of Luzon would be really lovely too. Just so it's just so great. It's so beautiful over there. Plenty of things to do. You walk out the door here and no kids in the street. Walk out the door there and they're playing basketball, they're doing this, they're doing that. Makes you wonder. It really does. What goes on, the different cultures and countries, and like doesn't matter where you go in the Philippines, everybody's out and about. Even if it's raining, everybody's out and about. That's what I love about the Philippines. There's plenty of people around and plenty of people, and they're all great people. I've never come across anyone, never had any better not say it because it might happen to him. Lord forbid. But never been pickpocketed, never been attacked. But I stay in the good parts, and like, there's no bad parts. It's all good in the Philippines. I just guess that you come up occasionally against someone that's got little and not his fault, and before you know it, you get held up. But yeah, there's probably a way to combat it. But it happens, unfortunately, and everything's good. Well, Philo, and I have to go. Arlene's at Water Gardens. I've got to go and pick up my dear wife from the train station up here in Sunbury. And it's been great talking to you, Philo. Thank you for coming on board. I much appreciate it. Yes, you will see me there on Tuesday. I will be there. Um, love watching your live shows, mate. Thank you. I was sort of in the middle of watching your Sunday going to North Carolina SM, so I'm sort of getting around to watching that video. I might do that. I can't do it while I'm not driving, but I very much appreciate you being here, mate. Been nice to talk to you. Bit of one-on-one. And if you see Philly, tell him I said hi. And wish him all well. And look it. And I hope all's good there. And I hope everything's going great. 2 thumbs up, mate. Thank you for coming on board. And I'll catch up with you later. Take care, Philo. See you, mate. See you guys. Much appreciated you coming, Michael Hales, on board. Where's my mouse gone? Little rodent. Ion Sport, Icon Sport. Thank you for coming on board. Much appreciate you being here. Thanks for taking the time and day out, guys. It's great. Michael Hales, Philo in the Philippines. Take care, guys. This has been Scott, Expat in the Philippines. Have fun, enjoy. See you later. Scott, Expat in the Philippines.